Namaste friends, welcome to Gyanvid channel. Today we have come up with a video about the Glenmark Life Science IPO. One IPO for Tattwachintan Pharma and here is one more IPO. So if you are new to the channel, we request you to subscribe, keep a like button and use the bell icon so you will get notification for our new videos. So let's see today's video about the Glenmark Life Sciences, what this company does and how this IPO looking like. So friends, whenever you buy any stocks, it is as good as you are running a business. You are owner of a company. So before you invest a rupee in any of the organization, you first know what is the background of this organization. So let's see what is this Glenmark organization landscape. So we see Glenmark Pharmaceuticals is one old pharmaceutical company in India. So this was founded by Gracia Saldana and this was founded in 1977. So we can see it is 40 plus years old company and it has a headquarter in Mumbai, India. So this company is basically involved in the generic drugs manufacturing. It has one business on the active pharmaceutical ingredients. It does, you can say that this is kind of a raw material to create the generic medicines in the world. And as of 2016 and 17, the Glenmark Pharmaceutical was the fourth biggest Indian pharma company. So what does this company manufacture actually? So they are into the business of medicines and vaccines. So most of their medicines are generic in nature. They have the generic medicines as well as the over-the-counter medicines also. Just example, if we use our Zindu Balm or Vicks Vapor, these are like over-the-counter or OTC kind of products. They are into the business of dermatology, respiratory and oncology related medicines and products. What do they do business? So their business is spanned across United States, India, Europe, Latin America and even rest of the world also they have the business spread. They have dedicated R&D research centers. So that is very important for any of the pharma companies. They must invest in the R&D. And in India and across the world, they have currently 14 manufacturing facilities. So you can see this is a big company in market. Okay, you got that what company does on a broadly perspective, but do you know any of their products? See, in COVID-19 waves, you must have heard of this medicine Fabiflu. In many of the states in India, there was shortage of this Fabiflu, which is the favipiravir medicine. Then we have Alex. We have Alex Junior. These are like some cold and cough syrups, I think. Then we have Ascovil. This is a cough syrup. And there are many medicines under the name of Candid. So let's see now whether Glenmark Pharmaceuticals is same as the Glenmark Life Sciences. Answer is no. Glenmark Pharmaceuticals is a parent company which we call at GPL as a short form, and Glenmark Life Science is as of now 100% subsidiary of the GLS. So parent works in the medicine vaccine fields. And what does this Glenmark Life Sciences done? Now let's come to the Glenmark Life Sciences. This company mainly is involved in the active pharmaceutical ingredients, which is called as API in short form, which is kind of a raw material or chemicals for the pharmaceutical medicines. Then this company is involved in research and development also. Then they have manufacturing capabilities. So they have, I think, 4 manufacturing centers in India. They have the contract development and manufacturing. So currently they are working with many global players to supply their product. So we'll see now what is the main business, that is the APIs. So these APIs are for cardiovascular diseases, which is for the heart related diseases, then nervous system related diseases. They have the pain management products also, and the diabetes also they have some medicines. Even the gastrointestinal disorders also they have many medicines or the products we can say. So before you want to invest in this company, may it be short term just for the IPO listing gain or for long term, you must understand what are the key strengths of Glenmark Life Sciences. So we can see they have 120 plus high quality API products. So you can imagine they must be providing these materials to lots and lots of chemical or pharmaceutical manufacturing companies, not only the parent company Glenmark Pharmaceuticals. So currently they have 540 plus customers across the world. So they have a presence in 6 global markets. So they are there in North America, Latin America also, Europe, Japan, India and rest of the world also. Also, there are almost 20 global generic pharma companies which are like big players. Out of them, this company has partnership with 16. So you can imagine it has a very good strength. So for R&D, which is also an important perspective of pharma companies, currently they are located at 3 places in India and they are involved with 200 plus people. Also, this company has 39 patents. Some of them are their own and some are like shared with other companies. Also, they have 4 manufacturing centers in India. So now let's see whether this company makes any money or not. Like we have seen, the Zomato IPO came, but company was still a loss-making company when the IPO is launched in the market. So we can see here, so these are the financial results for 3 years, which is 2018, 2019 and 2020 FY. So if we see here, the first year, which is 2018, we are showing these figures are in million rupees INR. So it made just 2 million, that is like 24 lakh something, and it was the loss. But what happened? Next year, company has made 8,800 plus million rupees, and the profit was around 2,000 million. So almost we can say 200 crores, if I'm correct. And in 2020, it is. So company, if we see here, it is a growing company. If the company performs in the same scale, definitely it will generate lots of profit. But before that, we need to consider whether the company has a debt or not. So company definitely has a debt, as currently this is a 100% owned the subsidiary of the Glenmark Pharmaceuticals. So it has to pay some amount to the parent also. Now we know that the Glenmark Life Sciences is owned by Glenmark Pharmaceuticals, which is 100% subsidiary. Now why they have come up with this IPO? So these are the questions. Basically, we should have these answers before we think of investing in this company. So they have a plan to reduce their debt. They have to pay some amount to the parent company also. This is what they have documented. And they want some amount for capital expenditure. So they want to expand their business, maybe their manufacturing facilities, their research and development. Also, they want to keep some cash for general corporate purposes. So overall, it looks like majority of the portion will be used to expand their business. So how big is this IPO? So here, each share will have the face value of 2 rupees. And then the issue size totally is the 1500 plus crore rupees, out of which fresh issue is 1060 crore rupees, and there is one OFS, which this money will not be invested in this company. This amount for this 63 lakh shares, that is the 453 crores, will go to the parent company, which is the promoters, we can say. Let us quickly see the IPO details. This IPO will open on 27 July. So please keep these notes if you want to invest. Then IPO will close on 29 July. The face value of each of these shares will be 2 rupees. The IPO price, the lower band is 695 and upper band is 720 rupees. Each lot will have 20 shares, and this will be listed at BSE and NSE, unlike the Zomato, which was only getting listed on BSE. So let's look at the complete timeline. IPO will open on 27 July. IPO will close on 29 July. If you got allotment, you should know on 3rd of August. If you don't get allotment, you should start your refund on 4th of August. If you got the allotment, your demat account should get credited on 5th of August, and the listing is expected on 6th of August. There can be little change. So what are we thinking about this life sciences business? So should we go or not? So what company looks to be achieving out of this one? As the market is going higher and they are also growing their business, they maybe want to take the advantage of their valuation. Then after they have reduced the debt, it is possible that in the recent future their business re-rating may get possible. Also, currently the COVID-19 will still be there for a couple of years at least, I think. So this company is supposed to get some growth in their business. Also, before you invest, we advise that you take a look at the gray market premium. Also, if you are long-term investment objective, then take a look at their quarterly results. So friends, we'll come up with many such videos for your information. So please like, subscribe and share this channel, and please take a decision only after discussion with your financial advisor. Thank you. Namaste.